Hey, welcome to the Roundtable. We are your bi-weekly live Tuesday night live panel podcast. And we are back, you guys. It's so good to see everyone. We got some people waiting in the house already. Cultura, I see you. You were first in the chat. We have our very own Denise Castillo in the chat, letting you guys know we'll be here in just a minute. We got Margaret. Hello, Margaret. Spanx, what's good? Good to see everyone. I'm going to bring the crew on in and let's get started. You guys have been waiting long enough, so let's kick this off. Let's bring in our beautiful blonde bombshell coming from the Cowboys room. How are you?
Hi, guys. Hey.
Hey, it's been a minute. It feels like.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. It's so good
to be back.
Yes, you look beautiful. Yeah. The room looks good. I see a few more things in there, I think, than I saw last time. So,
that purse is new. I got that from House.
Oh,
remember last on Christmas?
Oh, that's the one. Okay. Yeah. Nice. All right. What's up, Sea Dog? Good to see you.
Hi, guys.
All right. Let's bring in. Yes, let's bring in our gentleman of the evening. Wow. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I'll say my comment right now. Come on in. Here he is. Who is it?
Hey, guys. Hey,
you know what? That's awful. But when you were holding your fingers up, when I glanced up real quick, for some reason, I thought it was butt cheeks.
I was like, you think my hands are fat? No, for them taking up.
I was like, well, dang, that's a new intro.
We're gonna go Brad's a little too happy today. He's a little too happy today. No, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Hey, yeah, good to be back. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Morgan. Thank you for coming on. Hey, Spanx. Shout out to Spanx, man. Hey, and you know what? Before we get started, shout out to Spanx. Shout out to Lena Lokes. Shout out to Pearl for that interview she had on Streets Ain't Loyal, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, I gotta go check that then.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
Yeah. Right on. We were on recently?
Yeah, yesterday. It was
yesterday.
Yesterday? Yeah.
Check you guys out. All right. That's what's up. Shout out to Streets Ain't Loyal. Sunny.
I think it was yesterday, day before, but no, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Might have been Sunday or yesterday. I'm not sure.
Yeah, something like
that. Going by so fast.
Yeah. Cultura, we are bi-weekly now. For now.
Oops. What's up, big stuff?
But I'm going to be doing a little live something on the week that we're off too. And we'll be adding some new stuff. But we're bi-weekly for now. Yeah. Big Stomps. What's good?
Hey, what's up, Big Stomps?
So let's see.
Everybody, Cultura, everybody, man.
Yeah, we got the chat cracking up here. Right? I'm sorry, but my vision, and when I looked up, I was like, holy, bringing it in. We're literally on and cracking.
Literally cracking.
That would have been crazy, right? So how have you guys been? Like, let's get started. Denise, it's been, I think, 3 weeks since you have been on, so it's so good to have you. What have you been up to? I know you had a birthday since we last, in between the end time. So even though happy birthday was said on the off air, happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Well, where do I begin? It's been a roller coaster with my family. By the way, my birthday was good. Let me start with that. My birthday was good. We went to Disneyland. I had a day off of all the chaos that, was going on in my life. And I haven't even been on anybody's channel really. But yeah, just been taking care of some business and taking it day by day with my niece. She's one of the twins that I raised. She's the girl. And, it was 11 months to the 11th that my little baby girl niece had passed away. So it's already been 11 months with that. And just happened to fall on these few days that my yes, thank you for all your prayers, you guys. Spanx, Pearl, I know you guys prayed for me. Thank you all for the prayers for my family. Very much appreciative, and I'll tell you what. Thank you, Buddha, but I'm not 40. But anyways, what you call it? Where was I? So yeah, all the prayers were answered. You know, my niece went into Cedar Sinai Hospital on my birthday. Well, like 2 days before that, and she called me the night before my birthday, and you know they got her a new she needed a new liver, you guys, because they said if she didn't get it within 3 months, she would have been gone. That's how bad it was. And so you can imagine, you know, what our family was going through, and prayers, just praying that something happens, and God came through. And like I said, the night before my birthday, we got a call that she was going to be transferred to a hospital in Beverly Hills, and that she got a liver. And we were shocked. We were grateful. We were thankful. She went into surgery on my birthday on the 9th, and she had some complications, and she ended up, they had to stop the surgery because she was bleeding, and then continued it Friday, the 11th. I got to see her on past Saturday, and she looked good. You know, she looked good for being a day out of surgery. Still was on heavy medication, but she was talking. They took the tube out of her mouth, and she looked good. You know, she got her color back, and it was just amazing to see, you guys. And I just, again, thank everybody for their prayers. And I talked to her today, and they're giving her real food and getting her up to walk. And it's just been a really crazy time. And other family, you know, I guess the twins, because they're going through, both of them are just kind of going through some stuff. And I was like, man, they're twins. They're feeling the same type of way, you know?
Yeah.
Very, very sad right now. And it's a very hard time. So just, we are grateful again that my niece got her surgery done and everything like that. So we just, you know, life hits us, and we don't see it at the time that God has our back. You know, we don't see it because we panic, and but he was there, and he's there now, and
Always. Yeah.
just gotta remember that. You know, I talked to you guys, and yeah, so encourage one another, you know, let each other know that God's there, you know, and speak his word, because that's what it says, that we need to speak his word to each other and just be there to lift up each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. That's right. I mean, that's a lot, you know, for a family to be going through, a lot for your family to go through, but you're right. That's an absolute miracle that she received her liver in that short amount of time. Like I had said the other day, that's unheard of.
Yeah, they put on a priority list. By the way, they did. Thank you, Jilu. Thank you. I'm thanking you guys. Didi too. Thank you all of you that prayed for her. And it was a miracle in itself. It was a miracle, you guys. And yeah, because people wait like 5 years for a liver. The doctors told us this doesn't happen. We put her at the top of the list, and you know, it happened, and she's doing good today. Today's been 4 days, and she's doing great. So she's eating, she's walking, talking, you know, little brat that she is.
Aww.
She just wants to do everything. She wants to do everything, and she knows that God gave her the second chance at life. So she's not going to take that for granted. She's definitely not. And so none of your prayers are going void. Trust me on that.
That's right. That's what's up. So glad to hear that, Denise.
Yeah. And then yesterday was my anniversary, 36 years.
Oh my gosh, really?
Oh, Melvin was home for a week. My husband was home for a week, and then he went back. So he went back yesterday on Monday. And so yeah, I was not, we had fun though. The whole week he was home. We just kind of went out and, you know, did little things here and there. So we had a good time.
That's what's up. You guys got to hang out and
Yeah.
do your thing. Nice, nice.
Nice. Nice.
I'm glad to hear it.
We're all happy for you, Denise, and you know what? It's one thing. Just not trying to give ourselves credit, but we all keep in touch. You know, in real life, and it's this is what we're here for. You know,
Yeah.
and we pray for you as well and your family and stuff. So
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah, that's right.
For sure.
Glad to hear it. We'll be continuing to pray for your niece and entire family. Sis.
Thank
So,
you.
definitely.
Fred, what have you been up to? What you got going on? Give us the download.
What haven't I been up to, right? Well, you know what? My 4th of July was great. It was awesome spending it with my girlfriend, and we spent it nice. You know, my compadre came over for a little bit, and I barbecued and so on and so forth. You know, I mean, it was great. It was great. I mean, but with my girl, I see fireworks every day with her. You know, so it's like awesome.
Yeah.
I'm being cheesy, okay? I'm being cheesy here. I'm being cheesy.
That's all right. We like cheesy.
No, but it was great. 4th of July was awesome. I mean, it's. I think regardless of whatever holiday, whatever day it is, it's important to be with somebody that you truly, that you truly love and care for. You know,
Yeah.
so that makes a world of difference. It's not the amount of people; it's the connection you have with that person. You know,
Yes.
or friends, whatever the case may be. You know, so anyways, 4th of July was great. Um, uh, Last week and this week has been all over the place, really. But without getting into too much, let's just say everything that seemed to be going not too good for me in my personal life ended up turning out to be great. I'll say it like that. You know what? And all I'll say is this: in one of the situations, you give somebody enough slack, they'll kind of
Take care of themselves. Yeah.
they'll take care of itself. You know, and it's pretty evident because it's all on paper, and when you read it, it's like it just makes no sense. But
Right.
I digress. So it worked out for me in the end. Um, as far as other stuff, personal stuff, moving forward,
Mhm.
and it's been great. It's been great. Been great. I'm sorry to be vague, guys. I can't get into it, but it's good. And you know what? I will say this. Uh, having gone through some a rough patch, and I'm talking about due to me having an accident. In 2023,
Mhm.
uh, sometimes we question and ask ourselves why, and we got to keep faith that God has a plan.
Yes.
And now it all makes sense to me, and it's a great thing. So He never gives us something we cannot handle. So
That's
take
right.
it aside and roll with it, and roll through it like thunder, guys. Just don't give up. Just keep going
Yeah.
because it will get better. That's
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't see it at first. We don't see it at first because we're human. You know, we panic and we just. But yeah.
Yes.
Definite.
Right. Chicano too. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful, right? Yeah, I love that. Fred, you sound like so. I don't know. I like to
you.
hear you sounding all encouraged, and I like this look on you, this feel. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And you know what? I stopped drinking soda. So
Okay.
drinking. Well, I'm not getting paid. We're not getting paid for this, but it's a
Right.
little thing.
Okay.
This is
Yeah. Yeah.
a pink
I did the
grapefruit.
same.
Mm-hmm.
And I tasted it. I thought it would taste like squirt, but it's like a knockoff version. So I think it tastes like a squirt, like in
Squirt, yeah.
a squirt. Okay,
You're
that's
right.
what it tastes like.
That's right. Just keep telling yourself that, right?
Right? No, yeah.
Have you tried the squirt tea? It says squirt tea on it.
No, really?
No,
Squirt
no,
tea.
no.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Really? Well, this is zero sugar too, though. So it's like,
Oh, wow.
And you know what? Personally, and I will put this out there because
Hmm.
I am not diabetic, thank God. But yeah, I don't need sugar, So yeah, so I'm trying to watch it a little bit, and yeah, I'll fall off the wagon here and there, but get back on, and we're good.
Right
But
on.
cheers, cheers.
That's good. You're doing your body good by cutting out sugar because, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
same
no,
for me.
definitely.
This is my bad habit.
Oh, your big gulp. Man, I remember those were my mom's thing forever when I was a kid. And
Yeah.
she would go get two every day. We would drive to the same store every day, but hers
Yeah.
was Diet Pepsi. So that's
Thank you,
funny.
Christine.
Yes, way to go.
They know me already every time. My store right here.
Yeah,
Every day.
they know what you're there for, huh?
Sometimes they'll just go, get out of here.
Yep. Go
Go
get
away.
it. Do your thing, right? Let's see. I'm
Oh, yeah.
trying to think the last couple weeks, there's like so much going on here, and then it's
Yeah.
a lot that I can't get into until after the fact because a lot of it's legal matters.
Oh.
With my family as far as what we're going through, and nothing like a criminal, but you know what I mean. There's some legal stuff my mom's going through, unfortunately, due to greedy people who seem to only show up when death comes around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, to those people, God bless you. I pray for you.
Yeah.
And anyone that ever tries to come for my mama, I feel so sorry for you.
Huh.
I really do. You don't want to do that.
No,
But
heck no.
God will take care of that. So, anyways, that's what's going on. Helping get things together. My mom will be moving within the next 2 weeks. We'll have her much closer. She'll only be a few houses away from me, so
Nice.
we're going to be close by. I can keep an eye out on her, and she'll have her other heart procedure coming up on the 31st. So those of you who are praying, believing people, I appreciate it. If you pray for that. My mom is a bleeder, so that's always a concern anytime she has, anything, even the smallest procedure, that's a concern. But God's got her. I know that. So yeah, there's just a lot going on, and I am kind of like an only child because as most of you know, I have a sibling, but he's incarcerated. So just trying to get mom moved is a mission. Yeah. And it's messed up, when you think that there's a elderly woman who is recently widowed and now is, having to leave the home that she and her husband intended to be in forever.
Yeah.
But like I told her, God has something better planned, and there is light at the end of this tunnel, and I'm determined to help her get through it. I love that I can do that and help encourage her. And it's going to be nice to have her close by. We're going to make some new memories, and things will be much better. So coming up, and I got to spend time with my grandbaby. I got to have him all to myself for 4 nights and for 3 days and 4 nights. Yeah, or 4 nights, however that math goes. Anyways, I got to babysit him and have him overnights while my daughter and her fiance took a little trip to Reno for her fiance's birthday. And it was so nice, you guys. I love that.
So cool.
I love all of my grandbabies, but it's like JJ is the one that lives closest, so I get to see him more often, So I get to get my hands on him.
That's right.
It was nice. My little bed partner kicking it with me.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Aww.
Watching my shows with me, and then I would watch a couple of his little shows. Dancing Fruit, he's into that.
Right.
Right. Hey, what's good? There's our brother right there, Cholo Trucker, tapping in.
Hey,
you, brother.
Did you guys watch Superman yet? The new Superman?
No.
No, I haven't.
Mm-mm.
I saw it this morning. Yeah, saw it this morning.
So is it in theaters or is it on a?
No, yeah, it's in theaters, but I saw it when I got up and I walked up to the mirror and I did this and I saw Superman. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Oh my goodness! Check you out. That's right. Like
I haven't seen it. I saw a little bit of it, but yeah, it looks good. But anyway, sorry. I'm sorry.
That man is.
I thought they just, hey guys, they don't recognize me out with the glasses on.
Check it
And
out.
you know what? Like I told you guys off the air, I don't wear glasses, but only to read. So right now I see like just a blur, and
Oh,
it's even
wow.
hard for me to read the Bible with the glasses. So if I don't respond to you guys, sorry, I really can't see it, even with the glasses.
Yeah,
But anyway,
my
you know,
vision's a little sketch too.
I
So
thought you. I swear I thought you wore glasses.
no, I don't wear glasses at all.
okay.
Huh.
So, just to read,
Yeah.
That's all.
Thank
Oh,
you,
wow.
Chef. Chef's reminding everyone, please remember to hit that thumbs up and share this out if you have not already. Thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, things have been moving along. That's right, Pearl. Don't play with my mama. It will not end well for you. And to save me. So I'll just say that and no more.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, just a lot of stuff to do this week and the next week coming up. So we'll keep it pushing, and that's what it is. But let's get into some stories and see what's going on in the world. Like what? I mean, we're not gonna be on this one too long because I feel like everyone's probably so tired of hearing about Diddy. But we'll just touch on it real quick because the couple weeks while we were out, there was a verdict, right, or a partial verdict.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, verdict. It was an actual verdict. You know,
Okay.
with Diddy. Yeah, he pretty much got away with everything except for the. I think it was the ladies of the night kind of. I don't know if I can say
Yeah.
that. But, you know, yeah, that was pretty much it.
So
Two charges.
Right.
Which is
So
not
he
becoming
got
a
away
long
with the
time.
RICO. He got off on the RICO. He got off on
Yeah.
the transporting, and then there was, like you said, two charges of PROS and fill in the blank. Yeah. So people were all, you know what I did notice though, I'll say this. There was major beef between the content creators who are covering this that were actually at the courthouse. I had mentioned in one of our previous shows, there was a certain YouTuber, I had been watching her. Her name is Tisa Tells, and she did an amazing job covering the story. I mean, this girl was hustling, like from in the courtroom to running outside during the break to pop up her phone on the stand with the light, cover the whole download of what just took place, jamming back inside the building in time to get back in there. She was doing her thing. And you know what? The ugly side of people came out because she did so well covering the story that she was invited on like ABC, Nancy Grace, lots of different spots, right? And I was thinking, good for her. You know what I mean? She was really doing her thing. Good for her. And it's like other YouTubers and content creators were there kind of giving her props as well. But as the case started drawing more near, you started to see like little bits of jealousy or hate coming her way. And that last day when that verdict came out, where they said, he's off on the RICO and the transporting part, they dropped, like the content creators started coming for her.
Oh, wow.
Literally, they tried to confront her, yelling at her, screaming, calling her all kinds of ugly names. But this girl was smart. She had 2 armed guards with her the entire time.
Oh, nice.
So shout out to her. Shout out to Tisa Tell for being smart about taking care of herself and being wise going into this, and for doing her thing. I believe she will continue to grow. And those people who are trying to get some clout off of her name because they're being haters, shame on you. Shame on you.
Yeah.
Diddy is still facing 10 to 20, if I understand that correctly. He's not like off scot-free, right?
Yeah, it really depends on the judge too, though. You know, I mean,
they have obviously discretion to do.
I mean, they they find him guilty, but then it depends on the judge what he wants to give him. You know, but he can't give him that much. You know, being that maybe he feels he he still wants to get him for the RICO charge, or whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of like, oh, we're not going in for that, but you actually are, kind of deal. But,
right.
but a lot of people were saying that it was money and all this other stuff. That's how he got away and stuff. You know,
Mhm.
I personally, my personal opinion, I think it was a baby oil he just stripped away. Anyway, sorry.
Oh my gosh, no. And that's another thing. I don't know if you guys watched it, but that was another thing, like with the content creators that happened outside the courthouse. There was one of these guys, he's got a pretty large channel, that was out there, thought it would be funny to be like spraying himself or allowing himself to be sprayed down with baby oil. And then a female, I don't know if she was like a fan, a supporter, whatever, started letting herself get sprayed with baby oil, and she was like dancing and going crazy, and it was quite a
Oh my
scene.
gosh.
It was something else.
Yeah.
You know what? It is what it is, and
Yeah.
whatever is going to happen is going to happen. So,
Definitely.
right? Dee says, yeah, without that RICO and transporting, maybe 10 years. Yeah, I believe you're right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I believe you
Yeah.
are right, Dee.
So take that. Okay.
But let's see, what else do we have going on? Did you guys see that video? I didn't get the exact name of the town earlier, but just everyone, FYI, be cautious of your surroundings. It's summer. The weather is hot out there. We got to be careful of fires. There was some idiot walking on a trail somewhere in Southern California.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
Yeah, he legit got caught setting like a palm tree on fire out in the middle of this beautiful hiking area, but was totally dry.
Yeah.
If people would not have seen him do this, I'm sure that whole area would have went completely up in flames, right?
Yeah. And then he admits to it. It was like, okay, good for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, they caught him.
You know, it's kind of like these, what do you call them? These CP catchers. You know,
Yeah.
these old men
Yes.
that go after, you know, I think it's the way of the the modern day thing now, where people have it on the phone now and they catch you and whatever. You know, people are taking a stance, which is, in a sense, it's kind of. I mean, I think it's cool. You know, I mean, in a sense, you know, people are taking a stand and not you know, not going against it. It's almost like I don't know if to say the word, like Charles Bronson when he took the law into his own hands kind of deal. Only now it's just more modern with the phone. You know, instead of doing anything, you just, I don't know. Yeah, no, that's what I thought of when I saw it. The guy got arrested and everything. That was,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Glad they
That was-
caught him.
And it's not the first. It doesn't look like it's the first time. He was so nonchalant about it, and that was like,
Right?
Yeah.
And then he had a backpack
Red
on it.
finger,
He was
like-
probably one of
Yeah,
those.
he hit the person
cold-blooded. You got caught cold turkey or whatever.
red-handed, right? No, he
Red-handed, there you
threw
go.
the person back. When they said, "Hey, you know, you started the fire over there," oh, he goes, "You've been accused of whatever." He was like, he didn't care, like no, like just no
Yeah, it was
conflict
just-
whatsoever,
weird.
and I was like, he didn't
Yeah,
care.
no.
So,
Yes.
yeah,
That's
always
right.
more no
Good to see
conscience
you,
of anything.
Diana. Yeah, he did have that look on. Right. Good to
Yeah.
see you, Diana. That's crazy. Yeah, people like that are out there. So yeah, I think it's cool that in that situation we have to look out for each other and look out for our neighborhood, you know, and look around and make sure, whether it comes to people doing stupid stuff like that or
Yeah.
trying to mess with our kids or whatever, keep an eye out for each other. So shout out
Yeah.
to the people who helped get that guy nabbed up real quick.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So also going back into forgot before with Vinny, he enrolled in was it in a 2 classes while he's incarcerated.
Really?
He enrolled in 2 classes, one for with paraphernalia abuse or whatnot.
Oh, okay.
And then then the other one, I forgot, there was another thing that he enrolled in to, you know, and that's, you know, pretty much to, I guess, to lighten the sentence a little bit, maybe. That's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, he's
taking
trying to,
accountability.
yeah, he's trying to get some points, some kudos from the judge by already signing up for those classes.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So he goes back to court, what, next month?
October. No,
October?
October.
Oh,
October.
okay. For sentencing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it should. It'll be interesting, and then it should be
Yeah.
strange.
What happened?
No, it's not baby oil, but if you want some of this, I will link it in the show afterwards. You know what? I don't use. I mean, not in that way. I don't use baby oil for anything because of all the chemicals in it. But I do buy and use like a just for moisturizer. I'm talking about natural oils that are from the earth.
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
But you know what? I like the smell of baby products. Like, you know, it's nostalgic. It makes you think of your baby. But I don't know. I don't use that mineral oil. No Diddy, right?
No,
I
good.
know.
Strange days. Hey, what's up?
I know. That's why I was like, good to see you, Strange. It's been a
I
minute.
know. I was like, I read it and I was like, thinking it was Stumps, but
Took a
Stumps is
second,
out
right?
about it. Stumps.
Yeah.
We gotta get Stumps on the show. That guy, man.
That would be cool.
I've
Yeah.
been trying. I've been trying, sis. Trust me.
Okay. Yeah, it would be cool to have Strange. You always make me laugh. We've got to get some people on and have some guest appearances. You know, I think that would be nice to have a little.
You gotta get Spanx on. We gotta get Pearl. We gotta get all these guys right here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Show
definitely.
them some love and let them talk about their lives a little bit. So let me see. I'm going to look this story up just to kind of get. But this is, we're going to talk about. I mean, there's all sorts of. Actually, Fred, you know what? You want to go ahead and tell us while I'm looking this up. That
The local story, you mean? Or?
yes. Would you mind about the car?
No, I don't mind at all. You know what? It'd be an honor to actually. Let me see. Well, how do I start with this? Well, for somebody in our area of Monterey County in the Salinas Valley, we lost a very important legend this just a few days ago from this area, Mr. Nick Martinez of Salinas, and from Sabor Customs. You know, he was a fabricator, a very good man. I met him, I want to say 92, 93.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I met him a long time ago, and this gentleman, I mean, he did there you go. He did modifications on vehicles.
Oh, nice.
You know, you can't see the wording here, but the reverse doors, you know, Hollywood cops, convertibles, tilt front ends, reverse trunks, and so on and so forth. Which is this right here, Jen. Right there. This is this vehicle, Local 64, in 1992 in Las Vegas became Lowrider Car of the Year. Lowrider Car of the Year in 1992. I was at that car show.
Really?
There at that car show, yes, in 1992 in Las Vegas. It was held at the Old Sands casino thing, but they tore it down since. But yeah, that's the first year. Local 64, which is from out here, Salinas owner George Torres. I'm only saying his name because I know the guy, and because it's a matter of public record, you know.
Yes.
But the gentleman Nick Martinez, who did the modifications to it, you know, he's the one that made all the modifications to it, and so on and so forth for that nice vehicle. Also, too, a little trivia: some people may not read. Some people that are within the circle of the car circuit may not know that I know this. But I remember Nick telling us, and it was me and a couple of other people. He said that his son had drew on a paper. He drew local, you know, local on a paper, like you know, like Local 64 or whatever it was, right? He drew it, and that you know, God rest his soul. Nick told him, hey, you know, I really clean. And he did, and he fabricated it and made it into a steering wheel.
Oh wow.
The picture he made it into metal, and they gold plated it, and you see the steering wheel, and it's a growth on there, and his son drew that, and it made it into, from the drawing he made it into,
That's
and
very
so
cool. He is
yeah,
talent.
and
Talent.
Local 64 went on from 1992, 93 into 94 to remain Lowrider Car of the Year through from through Lowrider Magazine. So I was at all those car shows, including 95, when he went against the Las Vegas car and so on and so forth. So yeah, man. I mean, yeah, man. You know what? Nick, for that matter, he did a lot of great work, and you know what? A very kind gentleman. I would run into him at Home Depot, the last time I ran into him, I ran into him a few months ago was at Walmart,
Oh
uh,
wow.
very cool, very humble gentleman, but the man knew his work, and he did awesome work, man, like
Wow.
really awesome work, and he'll be missed. And my respect, love and respect to the Martinez family.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry
Shout out
to
to
hear
them.
Yeah.
Much love and respect and prayers. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like a man with a major talent in
Oh, yes,
fabrication.
it was. You know what, Jen? If you could pop up that picture with he and I in the picture, um,
Yeah.
that's actually what you see in the background. That's his car. In the back.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's his car. And he did like, man, he was just, God rest his soul, man. God rest
Yeah.
his soul.
For
And
sure.
much respect for him.
Yes.
You know.
R.I.P.
Yeah, thank you for that, Jen. That's an honor to be able to say that. Oh, before I go on, Local 64, the picture you showed right now with the magazine thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you guys some trivia. In the movie Mi Vida Loca, I think it's that one. Yeah, I think it's that one or the other one, whichever one it was. Right, one of those pictures. In the movie Mi Vida Loca, there's a scene where was it Ernesto? I think it was Ernesto or somebody. He's on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and if you look at the wall on the back, it's Local 64. It's one of these. From out of the
Oh my
magazine, he had it sit on his wall.
That's
Yeah, but
crazy.
it's in the movie as well. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Go back and look.
So
Yeah.
again, it goes back to shout out to Nick Martinez. God rest his soul.
Yes.
He he's a lovely, gentle, and very wonderful man. I gotta give him his respect. And
That's
my
cool.
love and respect to his family.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry to
Thank you
hear
for
that.
honoring him
Yeah.
here by sharing that. That's
No,
amazing.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Beautiful story. So glad you have a picture with him to remember him by too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. And you know what? I mean, usually we go through life and just like, oh, this and this and that, and well, now you got me into that. I had to do I had a cover for my friend. He owned the towing business, and he had sponsored one of the trophies, well, one of the plaques.
Okay.
And he said, "Hey, man, you got to go walk around the car show and pick whatever car you want,
Mm-hmm.
or you think is entitled for the best car you saw there, for you." So I had, I couldn't really walk around with my injury and stuff, but I did get around, and I saw I didn't even know. I just saw the orange car, and I was like, man, this is so beautiful. And I walked up to it, the thing was like flawless, like literally flawless. And I was like, man, I said, man, this is it, And so I know Nick's sons, both of his sons, right? And I'm like, hey, man, I'm gonna pick this one. And I think I had to put a sticker on the headlight or something. There's a little round sticker just to mark it that I already judged it, and it's one.
Yeah.
And they said, "You say it's my dad's car?" I was like, "Oh man, it was, But so I took a picture with him, and because of the Greenfield towing, and it was great. Just to I said, "Hey, Nick, I didn't even know this was your car, man." But
Yeah.
wonderful man, wonderful talent, and beautiful cars, man. He made some beautiful cars. Very
Right.
nice, very nice work. Yes.
That's what's up. I love to hear that. Thank you for sharing that.
I know. That is so cool.
Well,
Yeah, we
thank
get
you,
to
man.
a couple of these comments. Strange Jay says, Jen, I think you should invite one person from the chat each cast. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Right, guys? To have
Yeah,
somebody
that
from
would
the
be cool.
chat on each show, that would be really cool. So
Yeah.
I love that idea. And you guys that are willing to hop on, let us know in the comment section because we're down. We love that. Yeah.
That's good. Good one. Yeah.
And Shays also says car shows in the 90s were active, and yeah, gangbanging in the 90s, right? They were as active. Yeah.
You know, the car shows are not the same no more. You know.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Cultura Strange. A lot of car clubs in the 70s and 80s became gangs in OC.
I mean, there's always a fight at a car show, but not
Yeah.
like it was back then. Back
that
then,
a-
I think that became what?
Was that a Mercury, Fred? That car?
You know what? I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't want to speak on it because I don't remember too much. Like, I don't really know, to be honest with you. Just from the little glance, but I don't know, to be honest with you. So I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Right. We'll try to do a
Yeah.
little research on it. I'm sure we can find it in that
Yeah.
magazine article. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys look under Sabor Customs with a K on Instagram, that's his and stuff. You'll see pictures of their
What is it? What
Sabor,
is it?
Sabor Customs.
Customs.
It's SABOR and then K and then
Okay,
Customs with a K. Yeah.
Yeah, check it out, guys. I'm sure you could see it on there. That's what's up. All right. Let's see. How is that? Yeah, that's right. We haven't did a little kitchen check-in with you, sis. How is it coming along? Strange J says. How is the cochina?
Oh, the kitchen?
See the
I got one thing left to do, and then it's ready.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? One thing left to do. That means cooking. So let's get
Yeah,
to it.
right? That'll be-
I gotta learn how to do all that, you guys. I gotta learn how to do videos and stuff like
Oh,
that. But
You're gonna have a
yeah, I
blast.
just gotta put it in the fan, and that's it. It's ready to run.
Right.
You're gonna have a blast. Yes. Yes.
Oh
yes.
yeah, I know. It's gonna be awesome.
Right. It's a beautiful ride, whatever it is, regardless. That's a beautiful.
Oh yeah, thank you. And you know what? I did let his family know that I was gonna mention that on here, so
Oh,
they see it again. So,
Right
Yes.
on. God bless his family.
yeah, thank you.
I did say that on. Sorry, I had a little slip.
What did you say?
Because the comments are
How's
coming in
the
as well.
cocina coming? How's the cocina?
Tina?
How's the cocina?
Cultura's clowning me.
Oh,
That's
God.
all good. I can take it.
Hey, what do you call it that? Cochina, cocina. Cochina, cocina. Because it's going to be dirty. We have some dirty food in there. Cultura, you got to remember that. Cochina, cocina. We got to remember that.
Yeah, they're very close. That's right.
funny.
I
Thanks,
know.
sis.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now this McDonald's story. This is wild.
Jen, you want to get into the teddy bear one, or do you want to mention that
How
one
about
first?
that you go ahead and spill that one because you
Start
had
with
the
that
first
one.
dibs on that story. That's crazy.
Okay, well,
Close to me,
Sorry,
guys.
because I
That's
don't
like an hour drive.
yeah, I don't mean to be taking over the show here. It's just that the McDonald's one will be a lengthy story.
I'm
So,
sure.
well, there's one about in Victorville. They at a gas station they found a teddy bear, which they believe to be wrapped in human skin, and you look at it and it's all like sewn together, a little teddy bear, and it had the red stuff and everything, so it looked legit, like it looked real. To where the police actually taped off the whole area and full on investigation. Turns out it was fake. It was fake. It was some other kind of material that they put it to make it look that way.
Yeah.
But I believe that the guy that did it, they arrested. They didn't see too much, right? But they did arrest him because it took the officers time to shut everything down and go and attend to that. So. Yeah, but I mean, if you see it, there's a video on it, and it looked rather creepy. I will say that.
Yeah, it looked very creepy. Very, very creepy. So.
Yeah, and if they said skin, the first thing came to your mind was like, oh, that's skin?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right?
They look like it.
Like, you never know. So many wild things in the world going on and crazy things happening.
Yeah.
if somebody
Yeah.
said that, you would think at first, like, I would not put that past somebody to do.
No, yeah, I wouldn't either. That was
yeah.
like kind of like, wow, that's creepy. But I'm glad it wasn't, Fred. I never heard
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was in Victorville, which is what right outside, right by Barstow and all that, right out there in that
An
area.
hour, about an hour away from me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Well, that was it on that one, guys. That was a short one. That was a short one, but yeah, that was interesting. That was like,
That
what
was
the,
creepy.
you know?
Yeah. Can you imagine though? The cops, their hearts were probably like pounding for a bit until they found out it was not
Oh yeah.
the real deal.
And the way I found out, guys, and I will say, my girlfriend said it to me, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I was like, what
Right?
the? Yeah. So yeah.
So shout out to her for sharing that story because I didn't even hear about
shout out to her.
it.
You know, but yeah. But yeah, that's it, Jen. That's it.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into a story. There's a little trigger warning. It does involve, someone who was unfortunately unalive, but we're speaking about this sort of just on a surface level. We're more so bringing this up because we're going to sort of take the angle of, have any of you ever dealt with a bad boss or manager, or maybe have you been accused of being a bad boss or manager, falsely accused? This story could go either way, pretty much. But I'll read a couple, of the headlines of this just to give some reference to it. It says McDonald's manager sent coworker home after an argument. Then she came back and, I'm just going to say, unalived her, say prosecutors. This is, 26-year-old woman from Michigan is accused of fatally, she used an object to unalive her manager at McDonald's after she was told to leave her shift early following an argument.
Let's just say she used an object to puncture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like up to 15 times. Yeah.
Yes.
So the woman was arraigned on July 11th and charged with first-degree premeditated murder. Yeah, and was carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent, according to a statement. On this morning of July 11th, prosecutors say Harris sent Mohammed home before her shift ended. Mohammed allegedly returned later to the McDonald's through the employee entrance wearing a mask and unalived Harris multiple times per the prosecutor's office. Prosecutors said a customer at the drive-through window then tried to stop the incident by firing his legal weapon into the air or through the window, but Mohammed was allegedly able to escape to her car. The customer followed her and held her at point until police arrived. The woman who was unalived was 39 years old, a mother of 6. According to prosecutor's office, she had worked at that McDonald's for 15 years, and the children's father is unfortunately incarcerated. So they are left without mom and dad. So that's a terrible, awful story. But what it comes down to so far is the woman who did the act saying that she was being bullied. She's saying she did this because her manager, I think the manager's name was Jennifer even, and she's saying that the manager was bullying her and sending her home early, telling her stuff on her shift, disrespecting her. She said that she was making racial remarks. She didn't say exactly what they were, and she was posting videos about this on her Instagram. So I will say that the young woman who did this does look, I don't know if you had a chance to look up the story. She looks a little odd or off. In a lot of her short videos, she's quite strange in how she explains things, filters she puts on. She looks like she's into some dark stuff. I'll just say that. I mean, she even posted a video showing where she harmed a bird, and was like, she had another video where she was rapping some very dark, creepy lyrics about something that sounds very similar to what she actually ended up doing.
Wow.
So it makes you think, yeah, was she thinking about this for a long time to come? Then there was her appointed attorney was asking for a lower bond. And I noticed that prosecutors brought up the fact that, yeah, I would say she seemed 5150 as well.
Yeah.
Prosecutors brought up the fact this was not her first incident with a object that she used to do the unaliving, that she had actually done something similar to a person that survived.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
she had priors.
She has priors with that. And but the weird thing is, I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it. Her story has gained like this, I don't know, cult-like following of supporters that are saying she stood up for herself. She yeah, that's what happens when you bully people. That's what you get. That's what. So we don't know if in fact she was being bullied. It's quite possible. I'm assuming all of this will come out, throughout the hearing, but nonetheless, you don't just get to go take someone's life.
No, right. Yeah.
I would say that there's ways to go about it. You should go to HR. You should do a lot of things differently, but it just triggered to me the thought of, you know what? I've had some pretty awful bosses before, do some pretty weird things or say weird things. And I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on this, and everyone in the chat. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, these days, you guys, it's you got to be nice to people, man. You can't, you got to read them. And I'm pretty good at reading people, and I'm one to be like, I tend to, how do I say? I tend to go off on people if they do me wrong. Like, I don't think before I react, right? So, sometimes, and not in food places. Food places, I'll just let it go. Like, I won't even, I don't even go there with that. So,
me too.
But, yeah, you got to watch out. You got to read people. You got to kind of see in their face, and, just be aware of that, because there's just some crazy, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And I don't even know if I can handle that. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. And there's going to be a lot of people like this lady doing crap like that. There has been. I mean, we've heard of plenty of pals.
Yeah.
People have gone crazy, and it's pretty sad. It's just, I don't know what to say about it. I just want everybody to be aware of their surroundings, know how you talk to people, know how you approach people. And if we're ever in that position where something pops off, I mean, take precaution and just, quick thinking, and get to a safe place is all I could say. There's just not much to say about that. We don't know who we are around, say markets, stores. We don't know who we're around. We don't know how these people are, and they could be armed and crazy.
Yeah, I think that's solid advice. And you make a good point. You really don't know. Not everybody out there is dealing with a full deck. You know what I mean? You don't know who you're dealing with and what is going on in their head.
Nope. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. You know what? I feel like, I mean, it's sad because the family said that they knew the the girl, the one that attacked the manager. You know, the manager's kids said we knew her co-workers and stuff.
Oh,
We don't
really?
understand why, and so on and so forth. And then they have a what? She have a $25 million bail or something.
Yeah, it was something really
Yeah.
high, like 25 million. Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's well, the story goes right that she had sent her home early, and then she went on a day off to make up some hours or something. It was before 8 a.m. She sent her home again,
Yeah.
and she felt she was being bullied and so on and so forth, and stuff. And you know what? I mean, I'm not condoning that what happened is right. Nor am I accusing, God rest her soul, Jennifer,
Mhm.
Harris of being a bully.
Mhm.
But there are some people that should not be supervisors, and
Yeah.
I think he froze. Give him a second. Hey, 3D Wilson, good to see
Did
you.
sound go off?
I think he froze for a minute. We'll see right now if it comes back on. But it's true. We don't know. We're just sort of throwing ideas out there as to what happened because we don't know the full breakdown of.
Right.
because, like you guys said, we don't know who we're dealing with. I mean, it's this, and I'm not. Here we are.
There you are. Okay.
Well, was it? Yeah, yeah. No, I saw the little circles on all of the. What the heck happened?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just saying that sometimes it's not just we can look at it one way, we can look at it the other way. This is a weird story to where we don't know which. I mean, either way, it shouldn't have gone to that point. I've seen a lot of people say, "Well, just go get another job," and so on and so forth. I mean, for some people, it's not that easy,
Right.
And like we said, sometimes we don't know what somebody's going through, And have I witnessed abuse of power in the workplace? I have. I've witnessed it.
Yeah.
I've witnessed it, and again, I'm not saying that neither party in this is the right or wrong, but I think it's one thing that both sides, as much as the employee or the lead people per se, such as supervisors, managers, so on and so forth, need to really take precaution of how they approach their employees.
Yeah.
Because, we're, at the end of the day, everybody's there for a reason to make an income to, keep keep surviving, unfortunately, especially in these times with everything so expensive. Now, if somebody starts playing around with somebody's hours and somebody's money,
Yeah.
hey, maybe that person's at their wit's end. We don't know. We don't know that, But again, I'm speaking more in general now, rather than I don't really want to touch on this case because it's there's no real right answer to it right now, at least at this point. But
Yeah. It's
it's just sad, East Point, Michigan. I mean, they said that McDonald's was closed for now until they finish doing whatever.
I'm sure until further notice for sure. It's good, Jojo. Thank you for tapping in. It's sad. I mean, it's sad all the way around. I mean, I don't know if it's true that she was being picked on or bullied, or if it was something in this young lady's imagination. I do know that she was posting a lot of TikTok videos in her job at McDonald's, while she's doing her job. I know a lot of people do that, but it did make me think okay, was she getting in trouble because she was making TikToks while working? You know what I mean? Or was she really being picked on?
Yeah. Yeah. See, there's a fine line right there too, though, especially in these days too, though. Everybody decides they want to make videos at whatever random time.
Yeah.
Especially if it's supposed to be working. And there's we're being taken over by AI and robots and stuff, and you're still kind of slacking off over there. When it's supposed to be teamwork, and you're slowing down the production. And it can be a problem. So.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, let's face it, a lot of people, whenever they're terminated or whatever, right away somebody in the higher ups that, didn't, that weren't paying attention. Although I will say this, I have been in a situation where, let's just say the person in the higher up, I reached out for help and he didn't help me.
Wow.
So it's kind of like, it could go both ways. Let's just put it that way. It can go both ways.
It definitely can. I did have a bad experience with a supervisor. Yeah, and Dee Dee says here too. Yeah, I had to check a supervisor for abusing their power. I did have a bad experience with a supervisor who was extremely terrible to me. And I was very young at this time, and I really looked up to her. And it's sad that she took advantage of, she was supposed to be sort of teaching us to be management. I was in a certain area of management in the cosmetics department at Macy's, and she was the overhead of the whole entire department. But she was I'll say this now looking back, she was a very miserable woman. She had a lot of unhappy things in her life. And at the time I was only when I started working there, I was 19. So I really needed the job. I was a teen mom, so I sort of just sucked it up and I'm like, I need this job. And there's a lot that I held back and did not report for a long, long time until it was to the point where I had no other option. That was after, as a matter of fact, after I was injured there, she wouldn't even allow me to make a report or go to my appointments.
Wow.
I was working while injured and pretending like I was okay because I didn't know my rights. And it wasn't until a different manager stepped in and it was on her day off and told me, what's wrong? I could see that you're limping and you're in pain. What's going on? And I was like, well, she wouldn't allow me to, I'm not supposed to say anything or I'm going to get fired because she was getting a review and that it was like one of those situations where if they had no injuries in that quarter, they got a bonus. So she was like, well, I don't want you to report it until after this quarter. And then, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. I was working with 2 ribs popped out. My back was injured. I didn't even know how bad it was until I actually went. But thank God another manager stepped in and was like, no. That is not how this works. You don't let people take advantage of you like that.
Wow, Jim. You know what? Now that you bring that up, and this is what I mean. I knew it was going to go into different things,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand because I've had the same thing in a sense, right? I'm not getting too deep into it. I can't speak on it right now, but I've had the same thing in a sense. And why is it that the first thing is when you tell somebody, hey, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Automatically, oh, he's faking it. He's faking it.
Yeah.
That's one. And as we spoke off the air, guys, MRIs do not lie. Let's just go there. But why is it that there's always a supervisor, manager, whatever it may be, right? That when the employee gets hurt, the supervisor, let's just say the supervisor, manager, whatever, always compares his or herself to that injury. Oh, well, see, I got this, and you should just do this, and you know what? It's you just need to walk that off, and you need to build muscle around it. You're gonna be okay. And it's like, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. It's like it's not. I don't understand where people get this notion that, oh, that's nothing. I went through it. We are all different.
Yeah. Our bodies are different, and different things happen. Yeah.
It's always weird to me how that comes into play. Oh, well, I had this and this happened, and then just it's like the old school. My father, God rest his soul, it's like the old school stuff. Oh, well, you don't want to walk. When I was here, they used to walk to school in the snow. Well, like,
Yeah.
you grew up in you grew up there's the snow where you grew up, like, dude, like,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you know.
One up you. I think this is a good comment too. Personally, I mean, I guess maybe because I've dealt with it, but Cultura Cafe says, I feel like women might experience a more hostile or abusive work environment.
Yeah.
And-
I think so too. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, especially during, I mean, leading up to that, right, Dee Dee? Those are the worst ones. This lady put me through a lot leading up to it. Like it was not just that, and then that was it. Like this lady would pull me in her office and sit me down for like hours at a time, just grueling, like questioning me. I heard you told, so and so that I told you this and that. That was a private conversation. We would have a name for her. It was Skeletor. Literally,
Right, Masters of the Universe.
right?
Oh, wow.
So like when she would come walking in, all the girls at the different counters, we would call each other's line and be like, hey, Skeletor's here,
Oh,
just
damn.
to give each other a heads up, because like she would walk in more like Darth Vader, but she would just come in and be miserable. She would one time she pulled me out in front of everyone. I always dressed modestly. Now, one time I chose to wear a skirt. She pulled me out in front of everyone and measured my skirt. Like, I guess this was a thing back in the day they used to do in schools or something. My mom told me it was, where they would, make you get on your knees and make sure if the skirt touches your knees, it was okay to wear.
Wow.
Not only that, I had like black tights on under my skirt. So it's not like she did everything she could to always embarrass me, to put me down, to humiliate me. When I finally was pregnant with my daughter, she made me feel like I was going to lose my job. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. And she was like, well, I mean, she would say stuff to me like, why do your people always come in here on Sundays dressed all like in their foo dresses and this and that? Every Sunday they come in here like that. And I hope your babies don't come out dark. I hope they come out light like you, because they're going to have a hard life if they do. And
oh, wow.
yes, she was like that.
Wow. I would not have been.
And it was like, yeah, she would take it there. But like I said, at first, I was a teenager needing a job, that was it. I had my mom. I'm not saying I didn't have anybody, but as far as another parent or something to help me take care of my child, no.
Yeah.
So, and she knew that. She knew I needed that job, and she took advantage of that. And she would even come back and try to make fun of me. You don't need to be eating that. You don't need to be now. You need to take this, and this off of that. You're going to get fat. You're going to that is not healthy. Right in front of everyone in the break room.
Wow. That's crazy. Wow.
Yes.
That is sad, sis.
Yeah. And she loved to tell people how she was one of the first Cinderellas at Disneyland. That was one of her first jobs. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Cinderella Maleficent. You sound more like Maleficent. But anyways. No, you know what? You know what? I've experienced some things like that as well. With when they know, and see, it all goes back again to the original topic, to where I saw some people saying, "Well, she could have just quit and got another job. It would have been like this and that." But see, what does that say about the person too, though? What does that say about how things work in places? I've seen a lot of places that I work for, and these places end up shutting down. Why? Because of bad management, bad people they put in lead. I used to be at a place where the guy would be like, "Hey, I need to talk to you," because he was like the general manager or whatever. Yeah. And he would start ranking out, pull something out of a hat, really. And then he'd be like giving you the third degree in a sense, and I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" But his excuse was to go outside and smoke a cigarette. He really had no grounds to even tell you anything. It'd be like, I want to be here in the next 5 years. I said, well, at the rate we're going, you're going to end up shutting this place down, bro. Like, you're wasting time right now. Why am I even out here talking to you? Should be able to make, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, dude. Like, so, yeah, and that place shut down,
Mm.
That same guy would do that to everybody. He did it to the wrong guy.
Yeah.
One morning, he fired the guy. The next day, the guy waited for him in the parking lot. We got to understand that once and I'm not condoning, I'm not saying that it's right, but we also got to understand that when we clock out, they're no longer the supervisor.
Yeah.
You're just anybody else. I catch you on the street or whatever. It's a different story, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. Okay? And I say that to say this: not everybody is cut out to hold a high position in the job.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And you know what, Dee Dee, I'll go back and then I'll answer this too. I just want to make sure I don't leave it at that after sharing that. And Dee Dee said, I think she had said up here saying that's a lawsuit. Well, in fact, it was. And guess what? I won. Eventually, it got to the point where, I kind of after my injury, it was reported that she refused to take my report. That manager had to report that she knew of my injury and chose to hide it. And then everything else came out. And other girls, after I reported it, then they started saying, and she did this to me and that to me. And she called me this or that. This other girl worked with me, beautiful girl.
Oh, good.
And she would always tell her, make fun of her for having hairy arms. And this lady just thought she was perfection. Now, I will say this. She was an attractive older woman, but she thought she was God's gift. But let me share with you, and I don't take any glory in this, but I will share with you how she was humbled, because she was humbled. Cultura asked if she still works at Macy's. No. And before even finding that out, this is what I heard after I left there, because, people still talk. Got back to me that she found out her husband was having an affair with one of the girls who worked in the department. I knew who the girl was, and I guess it was true.
Wow. So
she had lived in one of those really nice houses. Remember when they first started building in Creek Bridge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She lived in one of those.
Oh, wow.
And she loved to show it off. So, so when she found out, Jojo, you're awful, right? I think God took care of this one. Believe me, you're about to hear about how he did. So she found out her husband was cheating.
Wow.
He left her. He moved in somewhere with this girl who was her subordinate and worked for her. And she knew her husband was having this affair. She couldn't fire the girl because it would look like, a direct, she's already under review for doing what she did to me, another girl there. So she ended up having to sell her house because she didn't have her husband's, income along with her own. In fact, I think she made more than him. So she had to end up paying him some kind of palimony, I think they call it, or something like that.
Yeah.
So this is awful. She had to move out of her home, sell it. She moves into an apartment complex. This is no joke. I was told by someone who knows her directly. She didn't know her ex-husband and his girlfriend lived there. She was next door neighbors with them.
What?
No, that's not instant karma without.
Yep.
She had to live next door to her husband and his lover in this apartment complex until she could break her lease that she had for a year.
Wow.
Wait. Can you imagine at night? No,
Oh.
I'm
I bet they were extra. Just yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
That is crazy.
Whew, I'm telling you, this is awful. I won't say which store because it would be, giving up her a little too much. There's like a store that's I love the store personally, but a lot of people would consider it like way steps down from Macy's, right? I go in there to buy some of my cleaning supplies one day. Who do you think's working the front?
Oh my God. Yeah.
But you know what? I couldn't bring myself to even get in her line.
No.
I couldn't. But
No.
yeah, she was working there where I bought like my cleaning supplies and stuff. And I never took believe me, I was taken back by the things that happened to her in her life. But it did cause me a lot of, there were in my injury report, it was not just my back. They called it a psychological injury that I suffered because of
Wow.
the things she did to me as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't be ugly to people because
Heck no. That is such. What a story, sis. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you know what, Jen? That kind of stuff, man, I'll tell you guys, I'm a firm believer, and I will say this, I'm a firm believer that when things like that happen and people feel they're at the top of their game, and because I've witnessed it more than once in my life, the best thing to do is to let them do whatever they want to do.
Mhm.
Because eventually they'll fall from grace, and God will allow you to see that happen.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do anything about it. You just know, and they will, they will see you, and they'll remember what it was. I you know what? Short story. When my dad passed away, it had been 2 months. I was seeing this girl, and she goes, "Oh, cut it out! It's been 2 months already. There already. Get over it." I was like, "Wow." After my dad had passed,
Mm-hmm.
years and years later already, she stopped by one time to see if I, still lived in the same place, and I hadn't seen her in years. And now she was smoking. She just didn't look the same, and she looked like she was just down and out, like bad, And I said, "Well, how have you been?" She goes, "Well, I got married and stuff." I go, "Oh, well, congratulations." She goes, "Well," what happened was that she had gotten married, and she said that on the honeymoon night, they went off to their honeymoon or whatever, honeymoon night. In the morning, the guy was gone. He passed in the sleep.
Wow.
And I remember, and she was still crying about it, right? And I said, "Wow, man, how long ago was this?" She goes, "And this is years later."
Mm-hmm.
She said, and she's smoking in her vehicle, And she was, "It's been about 2 months," and then she kind of like caught herself. She looked at me, and we made eye contact, and I just didn't say anything. I just looked at her like, "Okay," But you see what I'm saying? Like things like that do happen to people. Eventually they will have to cross the path with you again if they did you dirty. So I believe that to be, I took it personal because it's my dad. You can come in 2 months and get over it, kind of, But hey, those are things that happen.
Yeah.
I believe in that. I do believe in that.
Yeah, God don't like ugly. You can't treat people like that. That's right.
Definitely.
Awesome story. You know what?
Awesome story, though.
It was I've never thought about talking about it, honestly. It was always so shameful. I felt very embarrassed and ashamed for never speaking up for myself for a long time because I was intimidated by her. I was always taught to respect my elders, and she was the age of my mom, so I couldn't believe the things that she knew I needed that job, and she really took advantage of that. Yeah.
I've never had that experience, you guys. I don't know
Really?
if I
That's good.
I mean, I have a
That's
strong
never happened.
personality. I don't
Yeah.
let nobody mess with me, especially at work like that.
Hmm. That's good.
But
Yeah.
sometimes they to a lot of people when it comes to jobs, it's like Jen said, you
Yeah,
need
you
the
just
job at
have
the
to,
time. You can't really,
yeah, I mean,
and
it's a job.
there's no reason for anybody to take that abuse of power like that and
Yeah.
do that to people.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, let's just face it. There are police officers as well. I'm not saying all
Yeah.
as well. The abuse of power. I've saw it happen. I've seen it happen
Yeah.
within people I know. It's just like and then there's some great officers that just do their job. And then
I have a
there's some
story,
that
you guys.
you
I have a
know
story.
Okay.
Yeah.
feel like you owe them something. But hey. But no, that's good for you though, Jen. You know what? I think you did the right thing. I mean, because if not, she would have found a way to get rid of you, and that would be the end of it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
stuck it out, and in the end, you won.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And she was harming other young girls too. So
Wow.
Yeah. And it might have been her being bitter that she was older. I mean, it
I
might have
got,
been that.
Jealous?
it's crazy. I got that feeling, but I had so much respect for her as my elder. Like I did, it was confusing to me why she would treat me that way until I gained some knowledge and got a little older and understood she's just a miserable person and
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's taking it
It was
out on,
just,
yeah.
and it was her way to feel better to break people down and stuff. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But eventually they all get theirs. Everybody gets theirs. And I will say this, because passing away is the inevitable. I've said that before, right? And people say, oh, well, this and this and that. I'll see you, down there or whatever. People have that saying,
Yeah.
or you're gonna go downstairs, when you pass away. I'll just say it that way.
Right.
But I believe that we are all going to pay for our sins and our wrongdoings while we're still here on this earth. Before we go,
Yeah.
we are going to pay for it here because here's where you're gonna really suffer in life, or whatever it is. You're gonna pay for it. And even the nicest people, everybody's done something wrong somewhere down the line, and we're all going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's best to go forward with a humble heart. And, if we do make a mistake and hurt someone and realize it, apologize. But if you're just out there making people miserable and bullying them on purpose, yeah, it's going to come back to you.
Yeah.
and if you get older, you tend to be like, you know what, man, like, when people, I used to see like older men, oh, that doesn't matter, and I'd be like, what do you mean it don't matter? Like, what the heck? Now I'm looking. Now I've reached like that stage as well. Like,
Yeah.
that matters. It's just kind of like you tend to try to live your life a lot better
Yeah.
without trying to really bring any bad karma, juju, whatever you want to call it, into your life. We got enough bad stuff going on. We don't need all that.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
And people that are nice, people that show kindness, they say, oh, I see a lot of people say like, I'm not gonna forget that. I'm not gonna be nice no more. People are taking my kindness for weakness or whatnot.
Yeah.
But you gotta keep being kind, you guys, because we're the only ones that with kind hearts are we have to overcome the ones that aren't so nice. We got to show them that there is such thing as kindness and love and
yeah. But I will
don't
say
ever
this.
get tired of being nice, you guys. I know some days I'm just like, screw it, I'm just gonna act like everybody else and but that's not good. It's not cool, and it's not what God wants. God wants us to keep being the light that we are, and example of Him, and we got to just keep moving forward, keep pushing, and show people love. That's it. And regardless of how many people we run into daily that are just mean people, I mean, we got to rub off on them somehow, and I'm sure we do. I'm sure we do.
in certain cases, guys, I mean, let's not misunderstand being the nice person. Like it doesn't, don't get discouraged in being the nice person, but also you should be the dumb person though.
Mhm.
Because one thing is to allow people to come back after that. You gotta remain for your own peace. I believe you gotta remain for your own peace. As
Mhm.
much as, and you can still be nice, but say, hey, check it out. No, thank you. That's it. Done. And still be nice and not wish bad on them, but not allow them to be turned. That's
Yeah.
just,
Right.
that's just a fact. Yeah.
Thank
But,
you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you,
all right.
Cindy, Monica. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. That's what I say, and just keep on being the nice person that you are. And yeah, we have bad days too. We have
Sure.
bad days where we don't want to be like. It's like, nah, why am I gonna be nice to that person when he did me this and did me that? But
Yeah.
Yes. Be
you
kind.
just let it go. Just take your time to rethink things and just let it go. It's not worth your time. Um, it's not worth your time in your life. Like you just
Yeah, no, and like Christine said, you still gotta have those boundaries, though. You can't, because
you're not. I don't
sometimes,
want to be an angry person.
because see, you know what? But being a nice person, and she's right on this. I agree 100%.
Mhm.
Being a nice person, people tend to misunderstand, and again, it's a take your kindness for weakness kind of deal. They tend to look at you like, oh, he's not tripping. They won't know this. Oh, he or she's not that bright. Like, oh, this that. No, it's not that. It's not that. I mean, I can be a really, really terrible person, you know,
Yeah,
but I choose not to. So don't pick on that side because or underestimate me because
yeah,
I will become bad. But at the end of the day, it's why provoke that? Just be cool, man. Just be cool about it. I mean, I don't see the sense of that. And I'm not saying just for myself. I think anybody can become bad, if pushed too far. But
Yeah.
you shouldn't let people get that way to you at the end of the day. Learn to let things go. It's not that big of a deal. At the end of it all, it's not that big of a deal. Just let things roll. That's
yeah.
Right.
it.
Right. Kultura, I like that topic. We're almost out of time tonight, but we will touch on that on the next show because that's a good one. He says, "Do you believe in human telepathy?" Look at me with
Oh,
my
yeah.
stuttering
That's a good one.
tonight. But I like that topic. I wrote it down so we can
Yeah,
touch
that's a good
on it.
one.
No,
That's a good
definitely.
one. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. All that love. That's right. I
Yeah.
like that topic.
Yeah.
See, Christine, you should
Thank
tap in on that
you.
one too on the next show we do because that is an interesting topic for sure.
Wow,
Yeah.
I did believe
Keep
in
on
telepathy.
keeping on.
Yeah, it's a good topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mind you, right now when I'm reading these, I could barely make them out. I'm just kind of going off of it. I can barely make them out. I can't really see them, to be
Oh,
honest with you.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, some nights I can see a little better than others, but tonight's okay. Christine says, I think being kind and being nice are a little different. Kindness comes from the heart, and being nice sometimes comes from trying to get something in return.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what?
Wait, say that again.
So, yeah, I let it sink in, right? I
Heart,
think being
sometimes.
kind and being nice are a little bit different. Kindness comes from the heart, and being nice sometimes comes from trying to get something in return.
Be
So
nice.
that can be true. She put sometimes,
Well,
some
that
people are nice.
depends. If you're a conniving person and you want
Yeah,
to try to be nice to somebody to get something, I mean, yeah, that's true.
some people
Yeah,
are
that's
that
true.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just try to be nice all the time. I don't like,
Oh,
I
thank you,
don't do it
Didi.
to have,
We
to,
love you, Didi.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Didi. Yeah, I
Thank
don't,
you.
I don't be nice to get anything in return or try to be nice to I only do that to my husband maybe sometimes.
Maybe sometimes she said.
You're like, yeah, sometimes I
Yeah,
gotta.
I gotta try to be nice to him
Yeah.
just to get some.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's true. I mean, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, they could.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's right.
Definitely.
Thank you again, Didi.
That's a good one.
Very long overdue live, but worth it. Thank you so much, Clotilde. Yeah, that'll be a good one for the next show too. Thank you. Thank you guys for letting me talk about that. I did not realize I've had that bottled up for a long time. I think I held a lot back too. Maybe I need to go on a rant and tell it all.
Yeah, right.
You guys would trip out on everything if I said it all, believe me. But I feel good. I feel a little bit like I do feel a little bit lighter.
That's good.
That's kind of weird, but I do.
That's good. Yeah.
I
just want to say thank you guys for. I want to say thank you guys for just. I wasn't gonna come on today because I was like I told Fred I'm trying to like de-stress and just get myself back together, but being on here with you guys and talking and just being here with you guys, it's a big weight that I have off my shoulders. I think that we all need to just remember we have each other and this is good therapy. It's always good therapy just to sit here and talk, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Just want to say thank you again for everybody's prayers. For sure.
Yes, for sure. We
appreciate we ourselves here as well as the chat appreciate you as well, Denise, and both of you guys, Jen as well, and everybody. That's the thing. That's what we're here for. At the end of the day, we keep moving forward. Like I said, nothing's always perfect. We can be going through a storm sometimes when we're on here. But you know what? I look at it this way. Hey, keep going forward. What's the, it's like this. When somebody says something to me like that, I've been in this situation recently. I'm pretty much cornered, right? Let's just say I'm cornered into a situation. And then they'll ask me, do you have any questions? And I'll be like, is it going to make a difference? Is it going to make a difference? If not, I really don't have a question. And I don't feel intimidated and I'll be honest with you, I'll kind of be a little street about it. I really don't give up about it because you're going to do what you're going to do regardless, So I just kind of like, well, whatever. It's just, give me what you're going to give me and that's it. Or whatever you're going to serve me with, whatever it is, just suck it to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. But I will say this. After a while, when it just continues, it's like you just tend to be like, you know what, whatever, I'm bored already, I'm done with it. You pay no mind. And you pay no mind. And that's when you truly know you found yourself, and you start to appreciate
Thank you for tapping
the small people around you, not the small people, the smaller circle around you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a whole bunch of people. It could be like 2 people even in general, and it'll make you feel a world of difference. That is who my girlfriend is. And I'll say it like that.
Right.
So, after a while, hit me with your best shot. You already hit. So what? I don't care anymore. It's just whatever. So, and that goes for anything, guys. That goes for anything. After a while, we just tend to move on.
Yeah.
We tend to move on.
Yeah.
And everything eventually it'll pass through, and we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. And the next time we end up in a tunnel, we know it's for a short period of time, and we'll get past it. We'll never give up.
That's right. I like that. That's a good way to wrap up the show. I'd love to hear that. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone that tapped in. Do you have anything coming up, Fred? As far as your
not off the top. Excuse me, not off the top. Wait, what is it?
Yep, Fred. Even if it's a dot, she says.
Even if it's a what?
A dot.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, a dot. Yeah, no, definitely. No, you know what? I don't know yet. I think I do. I'll probably do something right now after we're off, or probably do it tomorrow or whatever. But I always tend to try to bring something, at least something in, And I'll probably just based on that, on being moving forward. You know, and I feel as well that I got a weight lifted off my shoulders since last week. At
Good.
this point, even this week, and I can proceed on with my life.
Good.
You know,
Good to
Yeah.
hear that.
and I'm happy about it because I believe that God, prepped me. This whole accident thing, this whole all these unfortunate little things. It was God way prepared me for the next chapter,
That's
and the
right.
next chapter is going to be great. And if it's my last chapter, it's going to be the greatest one of all time. How about that?
I love that. Yes. I love that. That's what's
That's
up.
good. Yeah.
Yes. How about you, sis? Anything coming up this next couple weeks that I mean, I know you got a lot going on, but
Yeah, no, nothing coming up. Just like I said, just getting my niece through these times that she's going through right now, and I can't wait till they move her out of ICU so that I could go see her again. Because
right.
he did not want to go in ICU. It's sad.
Mhm.
Very, very, very sad place to be. And I catch myself praying for her, but I pray for the whole hospital and the whole floor and just everybody in there. It's just, it feels to me selfish to just pray for her. I don't know if you guys ever feel that way, but
Oh, yeah.
I started, just to pray for everybody. And
That's good.
Malvin has some court things to coming his way, but it's all good. It's nothing bad. It's all good. It's good for him. It's going to benefit him, and
Yeah.
it's good.
Good.
So
All right.
yeah.
That's
That's
what's
good,
up.
man.
Figure that.
That's good.
Awesome.
I forgot to tell you guys. Bath and Body has Halloween candles now, and they smell great. You guys got to go check them out.
Oh man,
They're out already. Okay.
Oh man, yeah, already, and it's October, so I got my
Wow.
daughter's birthday in October 1st coming up.
nice. Oh, that's my son's birthday as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it's coming up quick, you guys.
Yeah, that's coming
My
up
mom
fast.
too. My mom's on the 9th, so yeah,
Aw.
it's coming quick. So, but yeah, check those out, you guys.
Yes. Thank you for telling me. I love to get me some candles. I am definitely a candle lover. So, yes, respects to everyone, blessing and love. I'll be going live sometime this week when I get a chance. This next 2 weeks for me, guys, is going to be kind of touch and go crazy. I have to get my mom all the way moved out this next 2 weeks. So, like I said, I will touch in when I can, but it's going to be a wild ride. So
you're in our prayers, sis. Both of
you.
you, all of you, everybody in the chat.
Yes, and you're in my prayers as well, you guys. Much love to the panel co-hosts. I love you guys. Everyone in the chat, love you guys. You guys make it happen. You make the show what it is, and make us want to come back and return always. So
for sure.
Much love.
Bless you guys.
Talk to you guys in 2 weeks. God bless.
Okay.
Bye.